Yesterday's inflation data was clearly not the silver bullet the government was hoping for. Joining me now is independent analyst Evan Lucas. Evan, good to see you. So what is the expectation now for inflation for the rest of 2024 and for rates in the coming year now that we have this fresh data that's come in?
Yeah, hi, Katie. Looking at yesterday's data, it's clear that if you take out the subsidies, the energy would have actually risen by 0.9%. And if you look in the areas that really matter to the RBA, that's the core level trimmed mean inflation, as we refer to it. Most of the areas that really do move the dial, things like health, things like education, shelter, energy, they're still probably too high. For the first time, though, since 2021, those areas I just mentioned are back inside the lower end of the 4% handle, which is good to see. And for the first time since 2021, all main areas, headline, trim mean, and also those that don't include health, education, and also transport are back below 4%. So it's moving in the right direction. It's just so much slower than expected, but all in line with what the RBA said. So that's why the expectation is that inflation will continue to moderate, but not at a rate that we need it to be doing to see any form of movement from the RBA in the next probably 4 to 5 months.
And what else could be done to drive down inflation?
So I think we forget when we talk about inflation, it's sort of looked at almost as just the price, right? This is the price and we want to get the price down. That's certainly what the whole idea around having rebates was done, to bring the price of energy down. Inflation is basically just the measure between how much goods we make and services we make and how much demand there is for them. At the moment, we're not producing enough. If we could increase supply, if we could increase the services that we're doing, if we could be more productive, and therefore have competition, therefore absorbing the demand, that'd bring it down. So the government could actually be part of that. They could promote the idea of actually increasing supply and services, cutting red tape, etc. That would be the step forward, because we sort of forget that that's what inflation is. It's basically the measure of supply and demand. And therefore, if we can get increased supply, increased productivity, better for the economy as well, more government revenue, that would actually help the inflation story in a much, much more productive way.
Okay, Evan Lucas, appreciate that. Thank you.